The Kirkwood program is designed for a loving teacher to foster growth in each of the students that God has entrusted to him or to her. A critical component structure into the program is the daily one-on-one time called Time with My Teacher that the teacher has with each one of her students. The duration of the one-on-one time is approximately 5 minutes. The teacher's number one responsibility is to meet the needs of each child. So whatever the needs are, the teacher's there to help meet them. There are 3 primary objectives in Time with My Teacher. First, and the most important, is spiritual growth and development. One of the underpinnings of the program is that teaching is a ministry calling. It is through prayer and seeking the Lord that the Holy Spirit will give wisdom and instruction. If the Lord has called an individual to a teaching ministry, He will enable that individual to minister as His instrument. The process takes diligent prayer and continuous training. If the teacher or parent has the function of the Lord showing them a spiritual truth to share, there would not be anything more important to share. This is not a time for indoctrination or sharing the last thing that they heard on Sunday from the pastor. But if the Lord has put something in the heart of a parent or a teacher that would minister to the spiritual needs of the child, there would not be any better use of the time. While this is the most important, it will normally require the least amount of time on a daily basis. The second objective in the 5-minute Time with My Teacher is to meet the social and emotional needs of the student. If the teacher has observed something in class or on the play yard that may help the student with his or her emotional and social growth, it is important to provide wisdom and counsel. The teacher or parent has been down the pathway of life, had successes and failures, and as a result, wisdom gained could help a child, which makes this a very valuable time. It is not a time to unload on the student everything that he or she did wrong, but is a time of loving counsel. The teacher in many respects represents the Lord. One of the beautiful things about working with children in their very formative years is that we can see an embryonic start of a potentially negative attitude, which, if allowed to grow, will cause the person and perhaps society pain and suffering. With wise counsel by a caring and loving teacher can save the child later pain and suffering. The third objective in the 5-minute Time with My Teacher is academic growth. Time with My Teacher is both diagnostic and prescriptive. The purpose of the diagnostic assessment is to determine if your child has gained mastery of the concept from the curriculum lessons just learned. Now, if the child does not demonstrate mastery, it is a time to provide instruction on that problem or equation or word, and then you drill on it until that child can demonstrate mastery. The program is designed so that no child is put into a situation of failure because he or she does not have a solid foundation of concept mastery. The system structures powerful opportunities of growth along all character development continuums. One note of caution: because of the power of the program enabling the teacher or parent to work on the cutting edge of mastery, it is critical that the teacher be loving and kind. Just beyond that cutting edge exposes a child's level of unmastery and ignorance. The purpose is to enable the teacher to provide loving instruction. A powerful program in the wrong hands can be destructive to the child. Love, praise, and validation tied directly to concept mastery is critical. The program truly enables a loving and confident teacher to foster growth on all levels to the children God has entrusted to her.